गुड इवनिंग गाइस आज मैं एक नया प्लान शुरू करने जा रहा हूँ। उसका नाम है यूपी पीसीएस मेंस 2025 के लिए एक सीरीज़ चला रहा हूँ जिसमें 22 डेज़ के लिए मैं आपको फ्री कंटेंट दूंगा। और ये कंटेंट ऐसा होगा जो आपने अभी तक कहीं भी नहीं देखा होगा। और इस कंटेंट में बहुत ज़्यादा ऐसा नहीं है कि बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम टेकिंग कंटेंट होगा कि आपको बहुत टाइम देना है। यू हैव टू गिव ओनली 40 to 50 मिनट्स एवरी डे आई विल डिलीवर सम कंटेंट। आपको वो पढ़ना है और उसे रिवाइज करना है, बस इतना ही है। ये एक इनिशिएटिव है जो मेंस देने जा रहे हैं स्पेशली उन लोगों के लिए। एंड ऑल्सो आपको पता है कि यूपी पीसीएस का अभी शेड्यूल आ गया है, आज ही आया है, जिसमें 29 मार्च से हमारा मेंस है। तो आप लोग सब अच्छे से उसके लिए पढ़िए। एंड ऑल दोज पीपल हु आर ऑल्सो फोकस्ड ऑन यूपी पीसीएस 2026, देयर इज़ अ ह्यूज टाइम राइट नाउ, क्योंकि आपको पता है कि दिसंबर में पेपर है। तो अभी आप मेंस कर सकते हो, तो आप फोकस करो अभी मेंस पढ़ने पे। जितना ज़्यादा आपका मेंस अच्छा हो जाएगा अभी, वो आपको जब आपका प्रीलिम्स क्लियर होगा, मे बी कि मेंस के लिए इतना टाइम ना मिले, तो उस टाइम पे आपको ये एडवांटेज रहेगा अभी का। तो गाइस स्टार्ट करते हैं विद द हिस्ट्री ऑफ यूपी। ओके, टुडे वी विल डिस्कस द हिस्ट्री ऑफ यूपी एंड इन नेक्स्ट वीक ओनली इन 7 to 8 days वी विल सी कि हम यूपी पीसीएस का जो GS-5 है GS-6 है, दोनों ही हम कवर कर चुके होंगे। सो गाइज वी विल स्टार्ट। So it is a crash course type thing. So I will not tell each everything in detail, but in a very brief, so that you just able to revise the concepts you have already know. So first of all is the Paleolithic period. In Paleolithic period there are three places that you must know. So in Paleolithic period there are three places you must know. That is, one is Belan River Valley, that is it is in Prayagraj, then is Singrauli Valley, it is in Sonbad, and then it is Chakia, it is in Chandauli. So you have to remember three places: Belan River Valley, then Singrauli Valley, and then Chakia. All belongs to Paleolithic period. And what is has been found there? The relics. Relics has been found from the Paleolithic period. Then we have Mesolithic period. In Mesolithic period we have the evidence of huts and pottery. जो झोपड़ी है और जो पॉटरी है, पॉट्स हैं, उनका हमें एविडेंस मिला है मीजोलिथिक से। सराय नहर राय, महादा, दमदमा एंड चौपानी मांडो. सो यू हैव टू रिमेंबर द फोर प्लेसेस: Sarai Nehar Rai, Mahada and Damdama. And these three places are in Pratapgarh. You have to remember the place. It is not important, but you should know. Then Chopani Mando. And what have been found from here is stone tools, burials, bone made tools. So stone tools, burials and bone made tools have been found from here. Then we have Neolithic period. Okay, so in Neolithic period we have Laura Dev in Sant Kabir Nagar and Koldiva in Belan Valley. So you have to remember these two locations. One is Laura Dev, that is in Sant Kabir Nagar, then is Koldiva in Belan Valley. And what have been found here, that is also important. The first is rice cultivation, जो आपका धान की खेती होती थी वो हमें मिली है. देन इज अनबेक्ड ब्रिक्स, जो आपका ईंटें होती हैं, एंड पॉटरी. सो थ्री थिंग्स यू हैव टू रिमेंबर हियर इज पॉटरी, अनबेक्ड ब्रिक्स एंड द राइस कल्टिवेशन. थ्री थिंग्स हैव बीन फाउंड from the Loharadev. It is in Sant Kabir Nagar, and the second is Koldiva, that is in Belan Valley. So apart from that, Paleolithic, we know Belan Valley is in Allahabad, Prayagraj. Then evidence of early human dwellings in caves, कि जो लोग थे वो कहाँ रह रहे थे, caves में रह रहे थे. And the statue of Mother Goddess, it is found from this Belan Valley. So Mother Goddess. Then Middle Paleolithic, Lower Paleolithic, it has been found from statue of Mother Goddess has been found from Paleolithic. Then we have Neolithic period. We have found the rice cultivation, the unbaked bricks and the pottery have been found from here. Then we have Indus Valley connections. Like in Indus Valley, we know Harappan civilization. There were some of the places that were in UP also. One of the places Alamgirpur, it is in Meerut, then is Hulas, Saharanpur. From Alamgirpur, Meerut, we have cotton cultivation evidence, and from Hulas, Saharanpur, we have terracotta evidence. So we have to remember these things also. That is, Hula is in Saharanpur, and then Alamgirpur, it is in Meerut. From Meerut, we have found out cotton cultivation, and then from Hulas, terracotta. Okay, it is on the bank of Yamuna river. We have to remember the place also. It is in Meerut, and Alamgirpur is in Meerut, and the Hulas is in Saharanpur. Okay. Then we have river valleys, Paleolithic foundations, what has been found in the Belan River Valley, and then the notable sites from there. So we have already know about Chakia, that is in Chandoli. Chandoli is near here in the eastern UP. If you found Chakia, it is here. Then we have Singrauli Valley, it is in Sonbhadra. That is Belan River Valley is near Prayagraj. So you have to remember these three sites: Singrauli Valley, Chakia, and Belan River Valley. All these sites we know we have seen in Paleolithic period. Okay. Then we have Mesolithic period. Then I told you about Mesolithic also. That is in Prayagraj, Meja, Karchna, and Bara region. So three places in Prayagraj you know. That is Meja, second is Karchna, and third is Bara. These in Prayagraj. Then we have Pratapgarh region. In Pratapgarh we have three regions: Sarai Nair Rai, Mahada, and Damdama. So you have to remember these things. And in Vindhya region there is Morana, Bagikhor, and Lekhaiya. So Bagikhor, Morana, and Lekhaiya. These three regions are here. So overall 9 regions are there. And what we have found out in Chopani Mando, evidence of hut and pottery have been found from Chopani Mando. Also there was a technological shift here. The stone made tools, the bone made tools were there. Then we have burials and pit stoves found at Sarai, Nair Rai, and Mada. So we have multiple of things that have been found here. Okay, so stone made tools, bone made tools you have to remember. Then we have burials and the pit stoves that have been found from Sarai, Nair Rai, and Mada. So again 3 regions in Prayagraj, then in Pratapgarh, and in Vindhya region. So in Vindhyas there were 3 regions: Morana, Bagikhor, and Lekhaiya. And in Pratapgarh, Sarai Nair Rai, Damdava, and Mahada. And in Prayagraj, Meja, Karachna, and Bara region. So you have to remember these things. Then we have Neolithic revolution. I told you about the Neolithic, Koldiva, and Magara. Okay. So stone tools. Then we have Mesolithic, microliths found in Mesolithic period. And then we have agriculture. Agriculture, wind sickle. Agriculture wind sickles, these tools were found in the Neolithic period. So we have to remember one thing, that is evidence of paddy cultivation, rice cultivation from Laura Dev. Laura Dev, I told you about. Where is Laura Dev? It is in Sant Kabir Nagar. Sant Kabir Nagar. See, it is a crash course, so the speed, the pace will be fast than the normal delivery of the batch. So please guys, study and work hard because the time is very less right now. What else we have found from the Koldiva? And in the Belan River Valley we have found the Gosala. Gosala means cattle sheds where the cows lives. Then we have residential areas, and then the pottery is there. So 3 things, and the Laura Dev, the evidence of paddy cultivation is there. You have to remember all these things here, okay, from the Neolithic period. Then we have geography of prehistoric UP, like we use Laura Dev, rice cultivation, Singrauli, Sonbhadra, Lekhaiya, human skeletons have been found from here. Belan River Valley, the Pratapgarh, Prayagraj region from where stone tool has been found. Then Alamgirpur is there. So you have to remember the each and everything. So dawn of civilization, UP serve as a cradle of human activity. We know about Belan Valley, that is in the Paleolithic to Neolithic. In each of the period, Belan Valley has a continuous record. from old Stone Age. What do you mean by Paleolithic? Paleo means lith means stone, paleo means old. Those old Stone Age is Paleolithic and new Stone Age is Neolithic. Then we have agriculture rise in Laura Dev. Then rock shelters have been found in Singrauli and Lekhania and Mirzapur. Also prehistoric paintings and 17 human skeletons. So you have to remember these things. 17 human skeletons have been found from where? Lekhania, Mirzapur. Okay. Then we have Harappan region that we have told you. Now about Harappan civilization. Harappan civilization has major areas in UP also. One of the UP major area was Alamgirpur, Meerut on the banks of Hindon river. Then we have Hulas in Saharanpur, that we have to remember. Then Bhatpura in Bulandshahr, Mandi in Muzaffarnagar. So you have to remember all these places: Mandi in Muzaffarnagar, Hulas in Saharanpur, Alamgirpur in Meerut, and there are many other places also, like in Shamli also. There were, like in Muzaffarnagar from Mandi and from the Sonauli, it is in the Shamli area, Bagpat area of the UP. You have to remember all these places and the evidences that has been found from these regions that has to be found. So if we talk about Alamgirpur, what has been found from the Alamgirpur, then it was excavated by Y.D. Sharma, Alamgirpur. It is on the Hindon bank. Hindon bank means Hindon river. Okay. And what has been found is pottery workshop, broken blade, like this is a broken blade that has been found made of copper. Then terracotta bead-like structure coated with gold. So terracotta bead-like structure coated with gold. It can be seen here. That is a terracotta bead-like structure. Then pottery. So three things you have to remember. One is pottery workshop. Then second is broken blade made of copper that we can already see. Then terracotta blade, bead-like structure coated with gold. So three things have been found from the Alamgirpur Meerut. It is in the Hindon bank, founded by Y.D. Sharma, and there is also an evidence of burnt bricks and roof tiles. So you have to remember 3-4 things from the Alamgirpur Meerut. Okay. Now we will talk about Sonauli. From Sonauli, what we have found? It is in Bagpat area. 125 burials, north-south orientation have been found. Then animal bones next to human bones have been found. Then we have antenna swords. This is a warrior class evidence that there was a class of warriors present in the UP, especially in the Bagpat region. Then we have dish on stands balls like these. These are called as dish on stand balls. So these balls were used by the people of having a higher income group or higher status from the aristocracy. These things were used. Dish on stand balls. So there was evidence of aristocrat class. Then we have a copper bangles like these, copper hood. So all these things have been found from Sonauli. So three things you have to remember. One is the sword that give the evidence of a warrior class. Then we have a dish on stand balls, higher status, and the copper bangles, copper hood. And 125 burials have been found from the Bagpat in the Sonauli regions, human bones. I hope you are able to understand each and everything, because I have also done the visualization of the items. So you have to gain the clarity about the items that have been found from certain places. So again, then we will move towards the Muzaffarnagar area, that is the Mandi area, from where some things have been found like gold, bead joined with gold, like these items have been found. Then we have the broken piece of a large silver bracelet, silver, that has been found. Then stones like these 6 beads, black and white banded agate has been found. And then we have a circular pot of copper. Apart from that, semi-precious stones with multicolor bands have been found. So these have been found from the Mandi area of the Muzaffarnagar. So what has been found? Black and white banded agate, broken piece of a silver bracelet, bead joint with gold, circular pot of copper, and semi-precious stone with multicolor bands. All these have been found from the area of Mandi, that is in the Muzaffarnagar area. So you can see again, gold, bead joined with gold, large silver bracelet, circular pot of copper, semi-precious stones, and the black and white agate has been found from there. I hope you are able to understand each and every point. We will complete the whole UPPCS mains in 22 days, in only 22 days. And it is like a revolution, because the time is very less and we are focusing on all those concepts, key concepts, which can have a high probability to come in the exam. Okay. So again, then there is a Hulas, that is in the Saharanpur area, from where we have found the rectangular mud house. Then 5 round furnaces have been found, and the handmade, handmade and the wheel made pottery have been found. Also there were some diets that were taken by the people, the what were used by the people in the food, that was the horse grams, the cowpea, the ragi, the rice, and the lentils. All these things were used by the people from the Hulas areas which have been found here. So rectangular mud house, 5 round furnaces, and the handmade and the wheel made pottery. You have to remember all these things. It will have a high chances to come in the exams. Okay. So apart from that, we have Hulas, Saharanpur. That is rectangular mud house, 5 round furnaces. Alamgirpur, ceramic items, snake figurine, and the roof tiles. These have been found from the Alamgirpur. And the Mandi, we have already discussed about it, what has been found from there. So you have to remember the Hulas, then we have to remember the Mandi, you have to remember the Sonali, and you have to remember the Alamgirpur area. All these are very important part. Then we have 8 Mahajanpadas. Out of 16 Mahajanpadas, 8 Mahajanpads were from UP. They belong to different regions of UP, and we will discuss from which region was, which part was the Janpad came from. Okay, so we have Kuru area, that is called as Indraprastha area, the northwest area. Then Sursen, that is from the Mathura side. Then Panchal, there were North Panchal and the South Panchal were there. The capitals were Ahechatra and the Kampalya. Then we have Vatsa region, which is of Kaushambi. Then we have Chedi region for Shuktimati, Kashi region for Varanasi, and Kaushal region is for Shravasti and Ayodhya. Then Malla region from Kushinagar. So these were the 8 parts, the 8 Mahajanpadas out of 16 Mahajanpadas that were in UP. And we have to remember that while most were monarchies, Malla functioned as the republic. जो Mal region था आपका, that was in Kushinagar, it was a republic. Panchal is famous as birthplace of Draupadi, Panchal, from which we have the capitals of Ahechitra and Kampalya. And the Sursen was the center of Krishna worship. Sursen, that is the Mathura region. So you have to remember all these 8 Mahajanpadas, and you have to draw a map like this only. If you are able to use your time in a right manner, then that is very important. Then we have some ancient cities of UP. The ancient cities of UP. One is Atranji Kheda, that is called the Eta. Today, the Eta district, the ancient name was Atranji Kheda. Then we have Ahechatra. Ahechatra was now known as Bareilly. Then we have Hastinapur. We all know about Mahabharat. We have heard about Mahabharat. So Hastinapur region was there. Then we have some other regions as like Banskhera regions, that is in Shahjahanpur, Banskhera, and the Gadwa region, that is in Prayagraj. So we will discuss about each and every region now, what was found and what is the relevance of these ancient cities here. Atranji Kheda, known as Piloshan by Xuanzang. And what has been found is OCP pottery, ochre colored pottery. And there is a rice cultivation, iron usage there. So three things has been found. One is OCP pottery, ochre colored pottery, rice cultivation, and the iron uses. That is in Atranji Kheda. Then we have Aichatra, that is in Bareilly, capital of Panchal. Key findings were Mitra title coins, Gupta period figure of goddess Yamuna, and site of Parshavnath's Kevalya. So three things have been found from Aichatra Bareilly. We have to remember these things. That is the site of Parshavnath's Kevalya. So Parshavnath's Kevalya was the site, but that is in Aichatra Bareilly. Then Mitra title coins were there, and the Gupta period figure of goddess Yamuna. So goddess Yamuna, which was the period from the Gupta period, which was of the Gupta period, has been found in Aichatra. So three things you have to remember. One is Mitra title coins, then we have Gupta period Yamuna, river goddess Yamuna, and site of Parshavnath's Kevalya. Then we have Hastinapur, we know the capital of Kuru kingdom, and we have find out the iron objects from here. Like these are the iron objects that have been found here. We all have tried to draw images, to give you images, to visualize the things that I am telling you, because by visualizing the things you are able to remember those things. Then we have Gadwa, that is in Prayagraj, stone inscriptions of Gupta rulers like Kumargupta and Skandgupta. So stone inscriptions from Gupta rulers, Kumargupta and Skandgupta has been found. Then from Banskheda, Shahjahanpur, copper plate of Emperor Harsha detailing lineage and administration. So what has been found from Shahjahanpur? The Banskheda region, copper plate of Emperor Harsha detailing lineage and administration. The lineage of the Harshvardhan and the administration of Harshvardhan has been found from here. So we have already told you about Aichatra region, what has been found, capital of Panchal, Mahajanpad, goddess Yamuna, Gupta period. Then numismatics, coins of Kushans and Mitra kings are found, like this is the Mitra kings coins. Then we have significance places where Parshavnath attained Kevalya. So Parshavnath attained Kevalya from here. Then we have Mahotsav Nagar, that is called as Mahoba. It is a city of great festivals. Founder is Nanuk, Chandela dynasty, the ruler of the Chandela dynasty, Nanuk. Then we have legend, home to Ala and Udal, commanders under Parmar Dev. Okay, Parmar Dev region. So there was a Parmar Dev kingdom, and Ala and Udal were the commanders. And there is also a ballad dance of Ala and Udal here. Heroic, you can say, songs of Ala and Udal in the Mahoba region, the Bundelkhand region. Then we have landmarks like Ramkund and Sita Rasoi cave here. So we have to remember these things from the Mahotsav Nagar, that is in Mahoba. Nanuk founder, Ala and Udal ka home, and then landmarks Ramkund and Sita Rasoi cave. Now apart from that, we have three more ancient cities that we have to remember. Shravasti, capital of Kosal, sites of Buddha's maximum sermons has been given, documented by Fahin and Hyunsang. Birthplace of third Tirthankar Sambhavnath and eighth Tirthankar Chand Prabhanath. So these were the important places, important regions or importance of Shravasti, you can say. Capital of Kosal, Buddha's maximum sermons, documented by Fahin and Yunsang. Birthplace of third Tirthankar Sambhavnath, eighth Tirthankar Chand Prabhanath. Then we have Sarnath region, that is called the Rishi Patan region, site of the first sermon, Brigudev, foundation of Dham. Birthplace of 11th Tirthankar Shreyans Nath का birthplace भी यहीं पे है. So we have to remember. Then we have Pratisthanpur, that is Jhusi area is in Allahabad region, Prayagraj. Capital of Chandravanshi kings, Yayati, Puru and Ayu. Legend, cursed by Saint Gorakhnath. So this region was cursed by Saint Gorakhnath, and that was also the capital. Jhusi was the capital of Chandravanshi king, Yayati, Puru, Ayu, part of ancient Prayagraj. Pratisthanpur was the ancient name. So you have to remember all these things. These are the ancient cities of UP. Sometimes the questions can be asked, what were the ancient cities of UP, and give description in brief. You don't have to discuss it in detail, but you have know at least 2-3 points of each district, so that it must be filled something. You have to fill something. Okay. Now we will talk about the ancient republics. There were 7 ancient republics. One is Kolia region, that was in the Gorakhpur region. Then we have Shakya region in the Siddharth Nagar region, Kapilvastu. Then we have Moria region, again it is in Gorakhpur. Then we have Mala region of Kushinagar. Then we have Mala region of Pava, that is Faisal Nagar. Then we have Mala region, Mirzapur region, and the Kalams region, Kesaput Ganga Yamuna basin. Also, this question came last year in UPPCS May 2024, and it is a very important region and topic. You must know about the different republics of UP. So again, Kolia region, Gorakhpur, Shakya region, Siddharthnagar, Moria region, Gorakhpur, Mala region of Kushinagar, Mala of Pava, Fazil Nagar. Then we have Mallas of Mirzapur, and then Kalamas of Kesaput region, Ganga Yamuna basin. Okay. So we all know about the republics, that there was a democracy here. Okay. So what are the like where are different name of the kingdoms, or like the council of ministers and the system, parliamentary system, we will look into it. Ruler, that was called as Mahasammat. Mahasammat was the ruler that is elected unanimously by the people. Then we have assembly of elected people, that is called as Parishad. Then we have cabinet members, that are called as Astkulakas. And then we have a parliament house, that is called as Sansthagar. So you have to remember all these 4 places, 4 keywords related to the democracy: ruler, assembly, Parishad, Astkulakas, cabinet minister, and the Sansthagar, parliament house. Then we have the Mallas. The Mallas Republic, one is of Kushinagar, one is of Pava. The site where Buddha attained Mahaparinirvan, we know, known as one of the strongest republics. The site where Buddha took his last meal, Pava. So we have 2 different areas, Malla of Kushinagar and Malla of Pava. Then we have Maurya's Republic, that is in Gorakhpur, Pipaha Livana region. Progenitors of the Mauryan dynasty. So they were the progenitors of the Mauryan dynasty, absorbed by Magad. These were absorbed by the Magad. In later period, all these areas were taken by Magad region. Then we have Kalam Republic, that is also in Gonda, Gorakhpur region. Location is Kesaput. Famous for Kalam Sut, where Buddha encouraged free inquiry and rational thinking. तो यहाँ पे Lord Buddha encouraged free inquiry and the rational thinking here, Kalam Sut. Then Vajji, 8 clan confederacy influencing eastern UP. The Lichavis, powerful, wealthy, and military strongs. So the clan that were here in Vajjis were the Lichavis, and these were very powerful, they were very wealthy also, and they were military strong. So you have to remember the Maurya Republic, the Kalam Republic, and the Vajji Confederacy. Okay. Now, apart from that, we will study about the copper to iron, the rise of cities also. I think for today it is enough. and I will discuss it in the second video of this UP special. Thank you for today and have a nice day. Thank you.